Have you ever wondered why some people seem to be rich no matter what? They have money, power, and influence, while others struggle to make ends meet. Here's a shocking fact. According to a 2020 study by Credit Suisse, around 1% of the world's population owns 44% of global wealth. That's right, almost half of the money is in the hands of just a few people. But what if I told you that wealth isn't just about having a big bank account or being born into the right family? In fact, 80% of millionaires are self-made. This means they didn't inherit their wealth, they built it from scratch. So, what sets them apart? What do they know that most people don't? In this video, we'll explore the hidden strategies that the wealthy use to create and maintain their fortunes. You'll learn about the power of mindset, the importance of lifelong learning, and how the rich intentionally design their lives for success. We'll also dive into how they pass down their knowledge and approach risks. By the end of this video, you'll have valuable insights that can help you think like the rich and take steps toward your own financial success. Are you ready to uncover the secrets of wealth? Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Legacy Before Birth. Wealthy families' invisible blueprint. Before a child is even born into a wealthy family, there's already a framework in place. It's like an invisible blueprint. Rich families often instill certain values long before any cash is transferred. This is about mindset more than money. One famous quote by Warren Buffett illustrates this: "The best investment you can make is in yourself." Wealthy families take this idea seriously. They invest in education, yes, but also in self-discipline, curiosity, and financial literacy. Research shows that children who grow up hearing positive messages about money and business develop a much healthier relationship with wealth. According to a 2018 survey by T. Rowe Price, 74% of kids whose parents talk to them about money feel confident about managing it. Compare that to the 53% who said their parents avoided the topic. By teaching financial concepts early, wealthy families equip their kids to recognize and seize opportunities later in life. This isn't about handing them a business, it's about teaching them how businesses work. Instead of saying, "Here's $1 million," they might say, "Here's how you can turn $1,000 into $10,000. This creates a mindset of growth rather than simple consumption. Chapter 2. Curiosity is Currency. How the wealthy learn from life. Most people view education as something that happens in school. Wealthy people don't. They see the world as a never-ending classroom. Curiosity is their currency. Rather than just accepting what they know, they constantly look for new ways to understand the world. Think about Elon Musk. He didn't know how to build rockets, but his endless curiosity led him to read textbooks on rocket science. This learning mindset is a common trait among successful people. A study by Thomas C. Corley, author of Rich Habits, found that 88% of wealthy people read daily for self-improvement, compared to only 2% of people with lower incomes. This doesn't mean they all have advanced degrees. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg are all college dropouts. But it means they are constantly absorbing new information. The wealthy don't just read books, they gather insights from everything around them. They learn from failures, mentors, experiences, and even casual conversations. You could say that their wealth comes from their mental bank account just as much as their financial one. Wealthy people also aren't afraid to ask unconventional questions. This helps them see problems from different angles. Instead of asking, "Why hasn't this been done before?" they ask, "How can this be done?" That shift in thinking allows them to innovate, build businesses, and stay ahead of trends. Chapter 3. Living with Purpose. Why wealthy people design their lives. Wealthy individuals aren't lucky, they are intentional. Every decision, from how they spend their mornings to how they plan their long-term goals, is by design. A 2017 survey from Fidelity found that 81% of millionaires attributed their success to hard work rather than luck. But what's interesting is how they structure that hard work. Take the way they approach their daily habits. Most wealthy people are big believers in the power of routines. They wake up early, meditate, exercise, and tackle their most important tasks first thing in the morning. Tim Ferriss, author of The 4-Hour Workweek, says that, "If you win the morning, you win the day." This kind of discipline sets the tone for productivity. But the key isn't just hard work, it's smart work. Wealthy individuals often design their lives in a way that maximizes efficiency. They outsource what they don't need to do themselves and focus on high-impact activities. According to a study by Harvard Business Review, rich individuals are 40% more likely to spend money on time-saving services like hiring assistants or delegating routine tasks. This frees them up to focus on what really matters, whether it's their businesses, investments, or personal passions. When time is treated as a valuable asset, they can multiply their efforts in meaningful ways. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things. Lastly, wealthy people understand the importance of surrounding themselves with the right people. They build networks with other high achievers and maintain relationships that help them grow. In short, they design not only their schedules but their social circles, ensuring that they are always in environments that push them toward success. If you find these insights valuable, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and strategies on wealth building. Chapter 4. The Art of Thinking Big and Small. Mental models of the wealthy people are skilled at thinking both big and small. They dream about big possibilities but also focus on the small details that bring those dreams to life. Elon Musk didn't just think about launching rockets into space, he thought about how to cut costs by reusing rockets. This blend of visionary thinking and attention to detail is a hallmark of the rich. One key strategy they use is called first principles thinking. This is about breaking complex problems down to their simplest components. As Aristotle once said, the first principle is the most certain of all. It's a strategy that helps wealthy people innovate, cut through clutter, and stay ahead in competitive markets. Another mental model common among the rich is delayed gratification. A study by Stanford University in the 1970s, famously known as the marshmallow test, found that children who were able to wait and delay gratification were more successful in later life. Wealthy people apply this model daily. They're willing to sacrifice short-term comforts for long-term gains. The rich also think in terms of asymmetry of risk and reward. They're always on the lookout for situations where the upside is much larger than the downside. Jeff Bezos once explained that starting Amazon was low risk. The worst-case scenario was going back to his old job. Wealthy individuals ask themselves, what's the worst that can happen? And often find that the risk is much smaller than the potential reward. They also use leverage, not just financial but intellectual and social. Wealthy people leverage their networks, knowledge, and time. In simple terms, they figure out how to use the least effort for the greatest outcome. Chapter 5. Teaching Wealth. How the rich instill a legacy of growth. Wealthy families know that keeping wealth is just as important as making it. But how do they teach this to their kids? One strategy is starting financial education early. According to a study by the University of Cambridge, children form basic money habits by the age of 7. Wealthy parents know this, so they start teaching their kids about saving, investing, and entrepreneurship early. Instead of giving their children everything they want, many wealthy parents teach their kids to earn money through small jobs or businesses. For example, Sarah Blakely, the billionaire founder of Spanx, started selling fax machines door to door before she built her empire. This type of hands-on learning builds resilience and entrepreneurial skills. Another strategy is teaching the power of compounding. Albert Einstein famously called compounding the eighth wonder of the world. Wealthy people understand this well. They teach their kids how money can grow over time when invested wisely. A $1,000 investment at an average annual return of 8% becomes over $10,000 in 30 years. This concept is core to how generational wealth is built. Wealthy families also emphasize long-term thinking. Instead of focusing on instant success, they teach their children to think in terms of decades, not just years. This mindset helps them build sustainable businesses and investments that last for generations. As Warren Buffett once said, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Finally, many wealthy families set up family councils or boards, where younger generations are taught how the family business or assets are managed. This formal process gives them a sense of responsibility and ownership early on. They learn that wealth isn't just something you spend, it's something you manage and grow. If you found this information helpful, make sure to subscribe for more insights on building wealth and achieving financial freedom.